Hello, everybody. Jason, I'm doing this Revolution Cave. Friday is here. And I like Fridays. I don't like Fridays as much as I do Saturdays. But it is the day before Saturday, if you are unaware. If you're from Canada or something. Friday is the day before Saturday, and I love my Saturdays. And Notre Dame is tomorrow evening. So hopefully the children will be well entrenched in Fortnite or over their friend's house or something, so I can sit in my cold garage and watch Notre Dame play Florida State. All right, two videos today. So I've noticed that I've done a lot of wrestling stuff on the channel lately, and I know not every one of you is here for wrestling stuff, so I don't want to just be wrestling, but today is wrestling. And the Hey Want to Play Nintendo series is wrestling. But we will be setting up the Ghostbusters, what's it called? What did somebody call it the other day? Diorama. We will be setting up the Ghostbusters diorama. And then, I guess, slowly setting up the Masters of Universe. So that will add some variety to the channel. I still want to do the visually iconic images of the 80s, where we just take an image, a picture, or whatever, maybe even a sound, a smell, a taste, and just talk about that. But today is wrestling. This was an extremely unexpected and very much appreciated Facebook Marketplace purchase by me. I don't use Facebook Marketplace for toys because I never really see anything. But also my algorithm is not bringing up toys because I'm usually looking at household stuff on Marketplace or whatever. But I finally randomly typed in WWF Magazine because, as you know, a while back, I started collecting all the WWF magazines from 84 to 94, through 94. And then I stopped because the prices weren't fun. And I'm a $5 magazine kind of guy. And people who sell their magazines aren't $5 magazine kinds of guys. And but $5 magazines with the respect going to the 84s. The 84 magazines, including the first WWF magazine, certainly deserves more than $5. But I did find a fella on Facebook Marketplace who lived in New Jersey, who had a ton of WWF magazines. And he had multiple magazines from the 80s. Pro Wrestling Illustrated, a bunch of After Mags, and a lot more WWF magazines, a few programs. And he sold me these at $12.50 each. And I am thrilled with that because they are 84s. And they knock off a huge early chunk of my collection. So let's go through them. There aren't, let's see. We've got to make sure that the right ones go in the right section because Colin from Canada is also benefiting from these as we do our Christmas gift exchange. Colin from Canada is hooking me up with unbelievable amounts of stuff again when it comes to the Christmas exchange. The Masters of the Universe collection is about 80% complete because of Colin from Canada. And he just has been creating DVD sets for me. I will be able to watch classic 80s childhood programming until probably years after I die, thanks to Colin from Canada and his ability to create complete sets of television shows that may or may not be available in the retail market. So I thought, you know what? Colin from Canada needs some good Christmas presents. And my friend on Facebook Marketplace certainly helped me get there. And I told him that I would tell you all about. So here's a picture of his batch of stuff. And I told him that I would tell you guys about it. If any of you are in the market for 80s PWIs or whatever the remaining WWF magazines are, let me know. Let me know, and I will put you in touch with my Facebook Marketplace friend, and let's get those magazines sold for him. Like I said, mine came in at $12.50 a piece. I will let him know. He's trusting my experience. I will let him know that the PWIs are probably not $12.50 a piece. They're less. But if you guys are interested in anything, let me know, and I'll put you in touch. But let's get into the batch. I purchased, so I'll give you the oldest one first. And I remember having this as a kid and just being, it's 1986, and I absolutely, as the rest of the little boys across the world, were enamored with the lovely Elizabeth. And when I got this issue, I said, well, that's not Elizabeth. And for a while, I was convinced that there were two Elizabeths, almost like an imposter Elizabeth, and then the real Elizabeth, because I have this magazine. These are all in beautiful shape. Really great, crisp shape, excellent condition magazines. No mildew smell on these. This guy's collection is good. And it was his father's collection. And he said, I just went through bins in his father's garage. I assume that has a sad story to it, but I didn't ask. But I love that because I'm the father who had these. It's just that I had kids late and I have younger kids. If I had kids in my 20s, they'd be going through my bins and selling my stuff. I wouldn't allow them, of course. But anyway, here I have this one. This is October, November 86. And I always thought that was not Liz. For whatever reason, I just didn't think it looked like her. I did not think that was Elizabeth because I'm an idiot. And I thought that there were two Liz's. This is beautiful, beautiful condition magazines. All of these magazines are in fantastic shape. No mailing labels on them, no tears, no nothing. Great shape. So, all right, that is November, October 86. I also have June, July 86, which is a very nice looking cover. This is the WrestleMania 2 Aftermath issue with, again, just some incredible, tremendous photos and great shape. So we've got June, July 86 to add to the collection. We have June, July 85, Mr. T on the cover. This is after WrestleMania 1. Mr. T's quote is, "I was real mad." Thank you, Mr. T, for that eloquent delivery of your feelings. Nice looking back cover. I haven't seen this one before. So this is one that I really want to go through because it's older. It's 85. And I don't have a lot of the 85s. I don't have a lot of the 84s. This one is Lunch with the Junkyard Dog, which is pretty awesome. So I'm going to go through this. This one has, take a look at that. This one has the story on LJN getting into the wrestling figure business. Wow, I didn't realize that. I cannot wait to look at this. Oh, that is so exciting. Look at this. This is my favorite picture in the world of all those figures. And then look at the little makeshift ring they made down there. I have to look at that. This is great. This is great. Selling for about $8 each. I told you. I had always had it in my mind that they were $7.99. All right, there we go. Then the last one I got, I'm super excited about because this is a very early magazine. Cannot wait to go through this, and I can go back and read this because I have surpassed a lot of these dates. I can go back and I can review them with you guys because I've watched, but take a look at this one. The August-September 1984 issue of WWF Magazine. This is awesome. This one I really love. This is very old and back in the old style of the magazine, and it's great. So those are my 4. Now, Colin from Canada also scored big time. Colin from Canada got the first issue of WWF Magazine, which is just incredible, just unbelievable. A great addition to his collection. He got October, November 84. He got December, January 85. And I think this is the second issue, April, May, June, yeah, the second issue of WWF Magazine. So Colin got his, I got mine. My friend on Facebook Marketplace got his money, and hopefully he gets some business from you guys as well. I'll put a link to his Facebook Marketplace down below, but also let me know if there's anything, and maybe I can broker a deal for you and help you out in those regards. So that's exciting. I'm going to add these to the pile, add it to the list, and continue on with the collection. Kind of reinvigorating. All right, I also got this, and if you paid attention to the channel a couple days ago, you knew that I was doing this. I didn't know that I was doing this until that day, I think. Yes, and this is in very nice condition. Very nice condition. I could tell from the photo. There's a little bit of fading, as these will do, but this is in nice condition, and I have probably decided to keep it down here, probably. I might have maybe been moving it up to the garage, but I think I'm going to just add another shelf and keep these down here. Yes, I'm pretty sure that that's what I'm going to do. But we have our first Hasbro figure. I'm only going to do Series 1 and the ring complete with flag and belt, which is going to be tricky. But we have our very first Hasbro Series 1 figure, the African Dream, Akeem, and holding him in my hands is bringing some joy. It's bringing a little bit of nostalgia because, like I said, I had only the first series of Hasbro's when I was a kid. I just didn't like them because, again, I've explained, I came from LJNs. You can't come from LJN and go to Hasbro. Your brain just doesn't make the jump. They're just two different play styles, two different feels. I just couldn't do it. But here we go. We've got our first one. I'm guessing that I already have my second one picked out. It's in my watch list. In fact, they just sent me like an offer of 6% off. So they took about 19 cents off or so. But it's still super cheap. It's still less than $10. I'll probably grab it and have my second Hasbro coming maybe next week. Hasbro Series 1 is going to be relatively cheap. I think there's going to be some people who sell the Ted DiBiase's for $24.99. Okay, I'm just going to keep looking. I'm going to look at, there's a toy show in December that I'm going to take a look at. I'm just going to look around to get maybe $5, $10 Hasbro's, the best I can. But here we go. Akeem is part of the newly established collection. There's no place I can put them right now. But I will get some shelving going, and I'll get these guys displayed because we're probably going to have a second one next week. So there you go. 8 magazines, 4 for Colin, 4 for me. Great prices, $12.50 a piece. He covered shipping, which was unexpected and nice. And I'll put the link below. I think you can link Marketplace, right? Of course you can. I'll do that below. And if you're interested, let me know. And if you're watching, friend from Marketplace, thank you for a great deal. I really am a collector, as you can see. These are not being resold or anything like that. 4 of them are being gifted, and 4 of them are going right into my pile, which is right over there. And here's my little checklist. So, all right, that is all. We're going to do a WWF LJN revisit a little later today, but I just want to get down here and show you what I got. See you next time. Good night now.